A 5-year-old girl set up a martial arts arena to seek a husband. I thought the warriors would just turn and leave, but to my surprise, they rushed forward, all wanting to snatch the embroidered ball from her hand. What I didn't expect was that this little girl was incredibly skilled in martial arts. None of the warriors were her match. Then, a third-level master suddenly charged at her with a knife. In the process of dodging, the embroidered ball was thrown into the air and landed perfectly into my hand. Seeing this, everyone immediately rushed at me with knives, but the little girl stepped in front of me. At that moment, my hand accidentally touched her back, and she exploded with terrifying energy. It turned out that my martial prowess had already reached the peak of the martial god level. I could easily manipulate the forces of nature with a casual move. Anything I touched would turn into a divine weapon. My father feared I would be used by others if I left, so he lied to me, telling me I didn't know martial arts and warned me not to act rashly. He even urged me to marry that woman from 5 years ago. Just as I descended the mountain, I met this little girl. She set up the martial arts arena, and I inexplicably received the embroidered ball. Thinking she was looking for a husband, I immediately wanted to leave, but she grabbed my leg and demanded I be her father. I sighed in relief. It turned out she wasn't looking for a husband, but a father. Even so, I didn't plan to stay because I still had to find that woman from 5 years ago, but she said she knew where the woman was. Hearing this, I decided to follow her back, but as soon as we reached the door, I was ambushed by a flying melon seed. I easily repelled it with my protective chi, sending the assailant crashing to the ground. I was glad I had a wealthy woman as my support, but the next moment, a sharp sword suddenly attacked. I casually turned around and dodged the danger. Then I pulled the beautiful woman into my arms, but when I looked at her face, I froze in shock. She was the very woman I had helped 5 years ago, the one poisoned.
Save her from the poison in her body. I lost my purity. I thought she would be grateful and stay with me, but instead she turned her back on me and told me to leave now.
She had become a wealthy woman and had given birth to this adorable daughter. Just as I was about to feel moved and embrace her, she suddenly pushed me away and told me to leave with our daughter immediately, because the sect leader had just broken through to the 7th level, and it was he who had poisoned her 5 years ago. He was back for revenge and would surely come knocking again to protect our daughter. She decided to sever all ties with me at that moment. The sect leader had already learned about the martial arts arena challenge. He came with his sect's elite masters in a grand procession. I was about to leave with our daughter when the sect leader arrived at the door to deal with this monstrous leader. The woman came up with a plan. She personally set up a martial arts arena and invited all heroes to challenge him. But to our surprise, the sect leader sent only one elder and easily defeated everyone, leaving them in defeat. Seeing that, no one dared to act anymore. The woman's father stepped up, but after a few moves, he too was overwhelmed. To my horror, the sect leader decided to eradicate them completely. He leapt onto the arena and kicked the woman's father off. I watched in agony.